Ah, yes, what a way to start a Friday morning. A nice hot shower and a white bathrobe to wrap around myself. That's one item to cross off my bucket list for today. And what do I see in the mirror right there? A handsome hedgehog in a white bathrobe? Hell yes. Sonic, are you almost done in there? Yeah, Sonic, just give me a moment. Well, if I want to beat the shit out of Eggman, I need to shower up and look my best. Coming! Sonic, were you talking to your own reflection again? No. Don't bullshit me, Sonic. You often talk to the mirror every time you wear that white bathrobe of yours. What did you expect? It's my favorite thing to put on in the morning. And did I hear you whistling Uptown Girl in the shower? Yeah, it's something I often do. Whistling in the shower. You got it from me, didn't you? I did, especially since you whistled titanium in the shower after the doctors removed your oxygen mask in Rio in 2016. Sonic, what did we say about the poison dagger incident? Don't bring it up ever. Exactly, and what was that about a bucket list? Bucket list? What are you talking about? When you were talking to your reflection, you mentioned something about a bucket list. Okay, you caught me red-handed. You know how in the first Sonic the Hedgehog movie, you had a huge bucket list? Yeah, what about it? Well, I created my own bucket list, with a special catch. You don't mean... Yes, I do mean. A bucket list of things to do in your bathrobe? Yes, and I don't just mean binging all 8 seasons of Game of Thrones, or speedrunning Ocarina of Time. I meant things to do outside of 76 Knothole Drive. You're joking, right? I never joke about my bucket list, Sonic. You stole that line from Q, didn't you? The great Desmond Llewellyn. But yes, a list of things to do in my bathrobe. I started writing this list down after I got out of the hospital following my shoe shot attempt in 2019. And when I was being brought to the hospital, I thought to myself, I'm not ready to die. Ever since I bought that bathrobe, there's things that I wanted to do while wearing it, but I don't know if I'll get around to it if I end up dying from suicide. But you're still here, and I never, ever want to lose you to suicide. And you never will. But my point is that this bucket list might be fun to do, and I don't give a single fuck if anybody judges me for walking outside and doing random things in a bathrobe. What is on your bucket list anyway? Walking around the city, going to the mall, going to the beach, finding a place to read a chapter of Sunrise on the Reaping, taking selfies and posting them on Instagram, and a few other things. Alright, have fun, Sonic, and if you find yourself sweating in the hot weather, don't come crying to me. So far, so good. That's one thing crossed off my bucket list. Wandering around the city in my bathrobe, and so far, nobody is judging me. Sonic? Calvin, what are you doing here? Just walking around the city on a nice June day. A city that's an unusual place for you to be walking around in your bathrobe. Let's just say that I have a large bucket list of things I want to do while wearing this that don't involve me staying at home being a lazy son of a bitch watching Netflix, playing video games, working on experiments, or having a Lord of the Rings marathon. That sounds like fun. I just hope nobody judges you for what you're currently wearing, especially Shadow. Shadow is always the judgmental type. Don't worry about it, Calvin. I've received nothing but compliments for my white bathrobe with my name on the torso. I chose white because it reminded me of my foster mother Gemma and how she had a white bathrobe herself. She wore it whenever she comforted me after I had nightmares, and when she hugged me, it was soft and warm. Now, a part of her is with me whenever I wear this. That's very sweet. I'm sure she wants you to fulfill that bucket list of yours. Yeah, but one thing that's not on my bucket list is going to a fancy restaurant, especially ones with dress codes. No shit, they wouldn't even let you in. So that's the only thing that's not on my bucket list. But there's the beach, a place in the shade to read a chapter of Sunrise on the Reaping, and taking a selfie and posting it on Instagram. But where would you go to take a selfie? Certainly not here. Maybe the beach? You know the beach is also a good place to read books. You can read a chapter of Sunrise on the Reaping there. Alright, are you gonna go back to your apartment and grab your red robe? Nope, it's your bucket list, not mine. Alright, here we go. Emerald Coast, here we come. Is it me, or are people giving you funny looks? They're just admiring how handsome I look. Most guys wear swimsuits to the beach, not so much bathrobes. Like you said, Calvin, my bucket list, not yours. If you're gonna take a kick-ass bathrobe selfie, you might want to get the ocean in the background. That's the plan. Now look like you're just getting out of the water. Like this. Perfect, now snap away. Let's see how it came out. Sonic, you handsome devil, you. So what are you gonna do with that selfie? Post it on Instagram and text it to Aurora. Do you often send bathrobe selfies to Aurora? Yes, and she often sends some of her own bathrobe selfies to me between dates. Plus, I still have the very first selfie she and I took after I saved her from getting hit by a bus in 2017. Ah, you two look so cute together. It's been nearly 8 years since she and I started dating, and I still look at this selfie on my phone every day to remind me of how I saved her life and how I knew that she was the perfect girl for me to go out with. I just hope her exes don't show up to ruin everything. Otherwise, I'll have to be Scott Pilgrim and take them on. That would make a kick-ass project. Calvin, can we keep the fourth wall breaks to a minimum? Aye, yowie! Now that chapter for Sunrise on the Reaping. Damn you, Suzanne College. How could you do this to poor Hamish? You're not spoiling the book, are you? No, not while they're actively casting roles for the movie next year. Good, because I haven't read it yet. And I just got a text from Aurora. What did she say? She said a hard eyes emoji. Of course she did. So what's next? I don't know. We have all day to figure it out. Well, Sonic, I must say, I had a wicked fun day. Yeah, getting pizza, checking out what was on sale at GameStop, buying issues of the DCX Sonic the Hedgehog comic book series, all things that would have made the runtime of this video longer than what a short allows for. Didn't we agree to keep the fourth wall breaks to a minimum? Right, sorry about that, Calvin. Speaking of DCX Sonic the Hedgehog, are you gonna be dressing up for Superman next month? I sure am. You already know what Sonic is dressing up as. The Flash, I know. As for me, I'm thinking Nightwing. I don't know, Nightwing sounds like a real dick. Ha, because his name is Dick Grayson, not related to Marco Nolan from Invincible. And I'm thinking I'll dress as Shazam. Yeah, Shazam is much more suiting for you than the Flash. Imagine if the Hedgehog twins were to both dress up as the Flash. It just wouldn't work. Same with how the Flash had not one, but two Ezra Millers. Hey Sonic, hey Calvin. Sonic, where have you been? Green Hill Zone, collecting rings, running through loop-de-loops, beating the shit out of badniks, the usual. So Sonic, did you cross off every item from your bucket list? I sure did, and Calvin was there with me. I saw that selfie of you at the beach. Did anybody judge you? No, of course not. Okay, but if you did that bucket list in the presence of Shadow, then Shadow would totally judge your choices and question if you're feeling okay. I'm more than okay. I'm doing fantastic. That's great to hear, Sonic. Why don't you two come inside, and we can boot up our newly purchased Nintendo Switch 2 and play some Mario Kart World. Sounds like a plan, Sonic. I'd love to. I think I'm gonna take this bathrobe off now before we start. Good idea, Sonic. I haven't tried Mario Kart World yet. It should be fun. You're on, Calvin.